Welcome to the Daily Stoic Dose. Today we will talk about, hear why a woman pushes you away when she wants you most. Women don't always communicate in ways that make sense, at least not to the logical male mind. One moment she's warm, laughing, leaning in. The next, she's distant, unreadable, and cold. You show up with sincerity, consistency, and clear intention, and somehow, she pulls back as if you've done something wrong. But what if I told you, this isn't about you at all? What most men completely miss is this: the exact moment a woman begins to feel something real is often the moment she starts backing away the most. Why? Because emotional intensity doesn't always feel safe to her, it feels like loss of control. And if you don't recognize that for what it is, you'll do what most men do: you chase. You start questioning. You demand clarity. You try to fix something that wasn't even broken, but what if her withdrawal wasn't rejection? But resistance to her own emotions? Let's break it down. 1. She's losing control, and that terrifies her. When a woman starts developing genuine feelings for you, something internal begins to unravel. That perfectly curated image, that emotional armor she's worn for years, it starts to crack. And deep down, that loss of control feels dangerous to her, not because you're dangerous, but because emotional dependency has hurt her before. She's been burned, lied to, left behind. So when something real shows up at her door, her instinct is not to welcome it, it's to protect herself, so she distances. Not because she doesn't want you, but because she's overwhelmed by how much she does. And if you react with emotional neediness, texting more, questioning her, trying to convince her, you only confirm her fear. That closeness leads to chaos. The solution: stay calm. Detach slightly. Let her feel what she needs to feel. Don't demand reassurance, give her space to process the depth of her emotions. That's when she starts to see, she can feel deeply without losing herself. 2. She's testing your core strength. Sometimes, her pullback isn't emotional panic, it's deliberate. Not out of manipulation, but instinct. A woman wants to know if you fold under pressure. If you get thrown off by her cold spells. If your masculinity is real, or performative. She might ignore a text. Cancel a date. Go quiet for no obvious reason. What she's watching for is simple: do you stay centered? Most guys crumble. They flood her phone, beg for attention, seek validation, and just like that, she loses respect. But if you remain unaffected, still composed, still grounded, she starts to feel something deeper. Respect. And with respect comes attraction, because a man who keeps his frame under pressure, that's rare. That's power. 3. She's haunted by her history. You're not just dating her in the present, you're fighting the ghosts of her past. Every betrayal, every heartbreak, every time she trusted and got punished for it, it lives inside her. So when things get serious, those ghosts start whispering, he'll leave too. He'll change. He'll disappoint you. And suddenly she goes distant. Not because of something you did, but because her mind is pulling her into self-defense mode. This is where most men fail. They try to fix it. They offer more reassurance. They get emotional, but what she actually needs is your emotional consistency. She needs to see that you won't mirror her chaos. That even when she pulls back, you remain rooted. Don't force her to talk. Don't chase. Just stand firm. Show her, through your actions, that you're not here to break her. That's when trust begins. 4. She wants to know if you'll chase. There's always a moment, right when things begin to deepen, where she'll test the waters by pulling away. She wants to see if you'll chase. Not because she's playing games, but because she's assessing who's leading this dance. The moment you begin panicking, over-texting, or seeking reassurance, you shift from grounded man to anxious boy. And she feels it, the emotional weight tips, and now you're the one chasing her. Don't fall into that trap, let her step back. Don't fill the silence. Let her feel it. When you don't chase, you shift the frame. You let her realize you are not the one seeking approval, you are the approval. That's what makes her rethink everything. That's what brings her back with renewed intensity. 5. She's afraid you'll see the real her. Here's something no one talks about: when a woman starts to feel truly seen, she gets scared, not because she doesn't want intimacy, but because she fears that the closer you get, the more likely you are to discover the things she hides, her insecurities, her imperfections. The things she's been shamed for. She might appear strong and confident, but deep down, she fears rejection at her most vulnerable, so she backs off, not because she's lost interest, but because she's terrified that once you see her whole truth, you'll leave like the rest. What she needs is not promises. It's presence. She needs to feel that even when she retreats, you don't panic. You don't shift. You don't collapse, you remain stable. That's the energy that tells her, it's safe to be real. 6. She doesn't think she's worthy of you. Sometimes, she pushes you away because she looks at you, and doesn't understand why a man like you wants her. You bring maturity, calmness, direction, presence, and in her eyes, that might feel too good to be true. She questions your intention. Wonders when the mask will drop, because deep down, she doesn't feel worthy. She might self-sabotage. Pick fights. Act like she doesn't care. But it's not because she doesn't want you, it's because she doesn't believe she can keep someone like you. Here's where your strength matters: don't lower yourself to chase her. Don't play therapist. Just continue standing in your value. Let her rise to meet you. If she doesn't, she was never ready. But if she does, it's because you gave her the space to believe in her own worth, without sacrificing yours. 7. She's waiting to see if you're truly different. Lastly, every woman who's been hurt is carrying one question deep inside her: is he like the rest? And here's the truth: she won't ask you that directly. She'll test you. She'll watch you. She'll create friction just to see how you respond. When she becomes difficult, pulls back, or acts unsure, it's not just emotional noise. It's her way of seeing if you'll turn into every man who came before. You don't prove you're different by saying it. You prove it by being unshaken. Your consistency under pressure is the proof. Your calm in the face of her confusion is the proof. Your ability to hold your ground without forcing connection, that's the proof. And when she sees that, really sees it, that's when she lets her guard fall. Conclusion: when she pushes you away, don't rush to chase her. Don't beg for clarity. Don't try to fix her emotions. Stand still, let her emotions do what they must. Let the storm pass, because the man who doesn't fold under pressure becomes the one she respects, desires, and chooses, not out of fear, but out of trust.